Well, it was an off week, but do you think I know we were talking last time, you said it probably isn't the right time to have a bye week, but do you think it was beneficial at all?
Well, I think when you've had a little bit of success, especially with the start that we had this year, you don't really want to take a bye. You're excited to get going and try to keep things rolling. Having said that, second half of the year, there's some fatigue in it. We do have some guys that are dinged up, and it was good for those guys to get a rest. So, right now we're right back at it. Hopefully we can, keep the momentum that we built.
How much of the time was spent with rest, and how much was it?
A lot. I mean, we spent, we tried to last week refocus. It was a good chance for us to get some work in the weight room with our strength coach. Not only in strength building, but it's, some kind of rehab and stretching stuff. It was a good chance last week to give the guys a couple of days off where they didn't have anything. And then around that, to do some stuff in practice where they were able to keep their legs in their touch, but without the emphasis on heavy physical contact and grinding and that kind of fatiguing stuff.
It seems like Dom's really absolutely just been tearing it up. It's not anything different he's doing, right? It's just him just doing his own thing, right?
Yeah, I think it's a couple things. I think it's a little bit of puck luck. I shouldn't say puck luck. I would say it's, some things are going in for him now that maybe didn't go in for him early in the year. I think, one thing you have to really look at is, we played the whole first semester without Shane, who's our top center, and Shane's with Dom, which certainly makes a difference in regards to the kind of plays, the passes he's receiving and where he's receiving them. And I think if you look at Dom's history, just as in last year, he just took off the second half of the year, and he's doing that now. He's playing at a higher level than he's ever played at. And I think right now he's probably he's maybe the most dangerous guy in the league right now.
You guys didn't fare very well against Bowling Green in the first matchup. What are you looking to change going forward to this one?
It's a good question. I looked, obviously we spent some time looking at that series. I think, the first night we played them, we went down 3-0. I think the chances were like 7-7, and we were down 3-0 in the first. The second night we outshot them 14-4 in the first, and we were down 2-0. So I think we have to do a better. Our start is going to be more important, very important. I think that goaltending is going to be very important. I didn't think our goaltending was great in the first series. And I think the other thing right now we have with Dom's Dom's improved play and the play of that line right now. We have some secondary scoring. I think teams are going to have to be a little bit more aware of what we're capable of, and maybe a little bit less anxious to press us and go Katie bar the door at us. So I think hopefully that'll help us as well. And then you always have to be good on your special teams.
Do you guys think it was a benefit to you, or was it just kind of a terrible time to have a bye week for you guys?
Well, I think you can see it both ways. We were starting to roll and putting our game together, so I guess you could see it as kind of a little stump in that way, but also with that being said, it's good for guys with injuries to get healed up and feeling good and get back to work this weekend.
Yes, Darien, what was the schedule like? What was the itinerary of what you guys have been doing for the last about 2 weeks?
We got to get in the gym a little more than usual. We got a couple days off, which is good to get rest and everything. But other than that, we were practicing and everything, so it was good.
What do you remember from that Bowling Green series earlier in the season? What kind of needs to change going into this week?
Bowling Green's always a pretty hard-nosed, gritty, good, hard-working team. I know in my past, since I've been here, we've had some really tough games against them. And going into Bowling Green, they got a small rink. They usually have great atmosphere in there, tons of energy. So I'm looking forward to some fun games down there.